Hey everybody, I'm so excited because I'm finally today going to share with you my 2017 planner. I have been putting this off for a while just because I needed to have the perfect time to show it to you. And now that I can show it to you, I can actually dig in and start using it. Are you ready? I am. Let's get started. For the past 3 years, I've been using a planner from a company called InTheLeafyTreetops.com. At the In the Leafy Treetops website, you'll see that there are several different planners that you can choose from. The particular planner that I've chosen to use the past 3 years is the one called Mothers Who Know Planner. And the reason that I use that is because there are specific pages that are for my church, and so I like to have that. But if you don't want that, you could get the Moms on the Go planner. It has everything minus the Mothers Who Know pages. There are lots of different covers that you can choose from. So right now what I'm going to do is sit down and open up the planner and show you step by step exactly what's inside. So this is the cover that I chose. I just really liked the stripes and the flowers. Green has always been my favorite color, and so I was really excited about this. One thing about it is the spiral binding is really heavy duty. In the past planners that I've had, I've never had a problem with it breaking or the pages falling out, and I've taken it all over the place and never had a problem. And this is really sturdy lamination too, and so I really like that. Then on the front, I just love how there's just a different look here. And then it says Life Organized. The pages that are in the front here are going to be specific to the Mothers Who Know planner. So there will be some differences if you get the Mom on the Go planner instead. This is just specialized for members of my church, and so there's going to be special pages in there, and I'll show that as we go along. So this says Life Organized. Now here on the side, you can see how beautiful the edges are, and each section has a different look to it. There's a year at a glance, so this shows me everything for 2017. And then also there's a year at a glance for 2018, which I love so that I can see upcoming dates when school is going to start, or to plan ahead for family vacation time or whatever. And then there's also a plan ahead page here for 2018, which is very helpful, especially as we go along in the year. On this page, I love to be able to put the birthdays and anniversaries here. It's nice to just be able to write down the birth dates and anniversaries and other special days for people that are close to me and important to me so that I don't forget them. And also just to have important contact information. I'm kind of old-fashioned, so I don't always refer to my cell phone, and it's nice to just have it here in paper form. Turning the page, this is a really great thing where you can write down a few of your favorite things. And so that's like movies, ideas, memories, people, songs, scripture verses, books. And what's great about it is there's also this list here, so that if there's something that I would like to perhaps get for a gift or something, I'm able to write that down. And then if somebody asks me, well, what would you like for your birthday or for Christmas, I could refer to this list throughout the year. Now, this I'm sure is in the Mom on the Go planner as well, but I don't know for sure. But this is just a scripture tracker so that as you're reading your scriptures, you can just mark off when you've completed that. So right now I'm reading the New Testament, and I just finished the book of Matthew and started the book of Mark. And so I could just mark off everything that I've read and then be able to progress through. So that's a great thing. And then if you turn the page here, this is specific to my church, and so it has the Book of Mormon, the Doctrine and Covenants, and the Pearl of Great Price, so that I can do the same thing for that. Also specific to our church is this Family, a Proclamation to the World. This proclamation, A Family to the World, explains what we believe about families, and so that's a great reminder, especially because I like to study that in devotionals with my family, and so I can use this to highlight or to refer back to, or I can open it at church. And same with this. This is a proclamation called The Living Christ, and it just talks about what we believe about Jesus Christ. So it's just another great reference for me to have, just so that I can have it right at my fingertips if I would like to use that. In our church each month, the women visit different women in the congregation and just check on them and make sure that they're doing well, and share a spiritual message with them. And so this is a place where we can keep track of who they are, what their address and phone number are, their birth date, perhaps some of their favorite things, so that we can be able to refer back to that when we're buying something for them for their birthday or for Christmas or something. And then there's a place where we can mark off if we have completed our visiting teaching. There are wonderful quotes that are just decorated so cute that divide each month up. And so now we're moving into just the regular months of the year. I won't go through every single month, but I will show you January. Here is the beginning of January, and there's always this page here that starts off with some goals that you can make for the month. So it says, how can I strengthen my relationship with my Heavenly Father, my spouse, my children, my extended family and friends, and then just another place that I can write down some information. And so this is a wonderful place for me to be able to stop and reflect and just set some goals for the way that I want to treat these people and interact with them and with myself. And I really have loved this in the past because quite often I just get so busy and wrapped up in life that I forget to take time to do that. And then we have this monthly spread, just a regular calendar. And so I refer to this quite often, especially if there's appointments or different things that come up. I tend to go right to this monthly page first, and then I'll take this information and transfer it into my weekly. So here is a look at just what a weekly page looks like. This is the 1st of January. I kept it fresh and clean for you. I will be decorating this with stickers and doing other things. Obviously not this week because this week has already passed. What I like about it is that it goes down vertically and there's a space for morning, noon, and evening. And that's how I tend to write things. And then there's these spaces down here, which in the past I used to plan out my meal plan for each day. I think I'm going to be doing it a little bit differently, but I will show you that in some future video. There is this little chart right here that I really like. It has a place where you can mark off where you've prayed, where you've read your scriptures, and then there are 2 other spaces. And one of the things that I like to do is write exercise and mark that off. And then there's always a to-do list over here that you can mark off, which I think is great too. When you get to the end of the weeks, but we're still in January, you can tell because we still have the same border around it. There is just a place where you can write down things that you'd like to read, people you'd like to visit, places you'd like to visit, and then there's just a place for you to input other information. Over here is where you can keep track of your monthly budget and also who you'd like to pray for, who you need to call or write, or gifts that you'd like to give. Of these pages, of this page here, I use a separate monthly budget planner. So I don't know how much I'll use this space, but I probably will find a way to cover that up and do something different with this space. And so if you're interested in seeing how I do my monthly budget, I'd love to show you. Just leave me a comment below and I can make a video about that. Here we have our weeks of January at a glance in a vertical form. And I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to use this because this is something brand new, but I'm excited to dig in and figure out something for this. Then also each month there is a section. This will just be for the Mothers Who Know Planner because once again, it's for our church. But every Monday we have something called Family Home Evening. And so this is where you can keep track of who's giving the lesson, who's doing the treat, the activity, and also you could write down what the lessons are going to be. And it's a good time for us to have a family council and discuss things with each other. So there's a place here where you could write down what you discussed as a family. And then there's also a place where you can focus on what you as a family would like to work on for that month. This page is specifically for Sunday, so there's a place where you can take notes here or here. This also tells us what Sunday school lessons we will be having. So this is really nice to have, especially when I'm listening at church and a thought comes to my mind. I'm able to open it up to here and keep that so that I can remember it for later. And then special to January, there's this Happy New Year 2017 where I can write down some goals that I have and a bucket list of things that I would like to do and things that I'd like to focus on. And so I know that we're already halfway through January, but I'm excited to dig into this. This is a new part. I have never seen this before in the planner, so I'm excited about that. So as you can see in February, everything's just the same except the border has changed. Isn't it so cute? I love how each month is just different. But there's no special holiday in February. I guess there's no real need to plan for Valentine's Day. And so we'll move on. We are skipping now to April, And the only extra thing that April has is just this place where you can write down what you'd like to do and how you'd like to prepare for Easter, your Easter meal, your decorations, traditions, maybe a list of things that you need to purchase at the store. It's just all kept right here so that you don't have to have a piece of paper shoved into your purse. You can have it all right here and be ready for it. One of the extra things in August that I think is really great is that there is a back to school planning session. So you can create a back to school schedule. You can write goals and things that you need to do. And then there's a shopping list. And I love this because so often I get frazzled and I forget what I'm doing for each child. And so if I'm able to write down each child's name and put it here, then I have that all there. Also, it's nice to have the school information in my hands in this planner, so if I need to know the address or the phone number or the teacher's email or anything like that, I have it right here. Also, extracurricular activities like piano lessons or soccer, if I need to know the name of a coach and a phone number and what day it is, I can also put that here. This is new this year and I'm really thankful that it's in. So now I've turned to the November section, and in the back of November there is a place where, just like Easter, where you can plan out Thanksgiving, the decorations, the traditions, the meal that you'd like to prepare. You can write down what you're thankful for, recipes. It's all right here at your fingertips so that you can prepare the best Thanksgiving for your family. In the December section, there are quite a few pages that are very helpful for planning out Christmas. So there's a page just like for Easter and for Thanksgiving, a place where you can write your to-do list, your decorations, traditions, recipes, plan out your meal. Then if you turn the page, here's a gift planning guide, so you could write down each person's name and what you'd like to purchase for them. You can write down how much money it costs, and then you can mark off if you're going to buy it, if you're going to make it, and also you can check off when you've wrapped it. I really liked having this past Christmas. I referred to this page over and over and over again, and it helped keep me sane. So I'm really glad that it's still in this planner this year. There's also a list here where you can write down stocking stuffer ideas, and you can keep track of your online shopping, the website, the item, the price, and you can check it off when it gets delivered so that you know that it made it. And then here you could keep track of your expenditures at the different stores and what items you bought there so that you know where you need to return items to if that's necessary. Here is a Christmas gift planning guide, so you can write down what you'd like to purchase for your extended family, for your parents, your friends, and people at work and church. So you can keep track of, from year to year, you can look back and say, oh, this is what I gave so-and-so last year, and this is how much it cost. And you can also mark off when you've completed that, so that it works both ways. It works for this coming year and also years in the future, so that you can refer back to it. Here's just another Christmas gift planning page where you can write the person's name, the gift, the amount, and then you can check it off. And this is really great to have from year to year because you can write down who you sent a Christmas card to and what their address was, and you can mark it off that you actually sent it. I really like this page, and this is new to this planner for this year. And that's the 2017 year in review. So I could put a picture here for each month so that I could remember, kind of like a journal, or I could just write down things from each month that I want to remember. I may do this at the end of each month, or I may do it at the end. I'm not sure. This is brand new to me. One last section in this planner, and that's the home and family section, and it's in the very back. So this page right here under home and family is called Together Forever, and this is where I can write down things about my husband. So I can write down the things that he needs and the things that he wants, how I can love and respect him, talents and hobbies, intimacy, communication, spirituality, work and education. What I really like is that I can plan out his birthday here. I can put his favorite things so that as he mentions something throughout the year, I can write it down and remember that he liked that, so that I could use it for a gift or just to say I love you or something like that. Also, it has a place here where I can put his shoe size, his pant size, shirt size, and any medications. Also, what I think is great is that there are date plans here so that at least once a month I can make sure that we're planning out a date, something that we can go do for fun and be together. Then there are also pages for each of my children in here, and so I can write their name, same idea. I put their needs, their wants, write down their goals or how they're doing with their self-esteem, their talents and hobbies, friends. You can keep track of who their friends are, their work ethic, their testimony, their education. I like this page right here, this little part right here, because I can do birthday plans, but I think also I could put a little picture of them right there. And it has the same information about clothes, and I could write down their favorite things. So on this page right here, this is called the Family Ideals section. It's in the Home and Family section. On these pages, you can write down your family mission statement. So you get together as a family and create a family mission statement. There's a place for the family rules, family traditions. You can set family goals. And on this side, there's a place where you can write down different jobs that each member of the family has and what the consequence or reward is for completing. Here is a debt elimination calendar, a financial management calendar where you can write down if you're working toward paying off a debt, you could write it here. And also a place where you could write donations and financial reserve. I do this in a different book. Like I said, I keep my budget and my financial management in a separate book. So I probably won't be using this particular page, but I know that this would be very helpful for other people. So this page right here is called Prepare Every Needful Thing, and it's just a page where you can work on your emergency preparedness and your food storage. Here is just where you can break down tasks and jobs for each person and each day of the week. So if I wanted to clean or do something on a particular day, then I could break it down here. And then here is a page where you can plan out your vacations for this year, where you'd like to go, what you'd like to do, things that you need to take so that you can write down a list. And this last page is a place where you can keep track of your thank you cards so that you know who you sent a card to and why you sent it to them. So that's the end of all of the pages. And then there's this really great pocket that is very strong, very durable. I've never had a problem with it ripping out. And it's just where I can put different papers. I use it when I get handouts at church or different places that I go to, maybe at school, and I can just slip those in there. And it's on both sides. And I really love this handy pocket. It's really durable. And I use this when I get prescriptions for my kids. I put it in here. I will put a pen in here. Just all kinds of different things. So that is the planner, and I've walked you through that. There are a couple extra things that you can buy. The extra thing that I purchased was this bookmark, so I can put it on what day of the week that I'm, or so that I can put it on the particular week that I'm on, and it just snaps right in. That's really nice. And I purchased this last year. I've used it for a whole year, and it still works perfectly. And then I've also purchased from In the Leafy Treetops, this was what I had last year, these stickers that are just perfect, and they're see-through clear that I can stick into the planner. There's things here like birthdays, visiting, teaching, different breaks from school, date night, trips to the temple, dentist appointments, doctor appointments, just different things that I can put there. So this is the planner that I'm using this year, and I'm really excited to have it, and I'm going to put it to good use. If you're interested in seeing how I plan each week, let me know, and I'll be sure to make videos about that. And if you're interested in getting one of these planners for yourself, remember you can go to intheleafytreetops.com and find all the information there. I'd love to hear from you what you're using to plan your year out, so please leave me a comment down below. That's it for today. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
It doesn't.